no, stop. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Here we go.
Why are you the way that you are?
I've officially paused the skill queue of my main character, Lynn Rankin, and logged out. She's now under a kind of digital house arrest. I can't log in, can't do anything with her until I complete a very specific and very unforgiving challenge. Enter Mainless Mike. The man, the myth, the mustache. Mike is the new capsuleer on the block, and the entire weight of this challenge now rests squarely on his broad, freshly generated shoulders. The mission, simple in concept, brutal in execution. Complete the entire air career program completely self-sufficiently. No help from players, no help from the player market, no support from other players, no alts, no shortcuts, just Mike, alone in the void. And if he fails, Lynn Rankin stays locked forever. Now, before we dive in, let's lay out the rules. These are also listed in the pinned comment for reference. Rule 1. Main character is locked. Lynn's skill queue is paused indefinitely, and I'm not allowed to log into her at all. She's effectively in stasis until the end of the challenge. Rule 2. No help from other players. This is a solo operation. No fleets, no trades, no contracts. No outside assistance. And since Mike is on the same account as Lynn, I also can't take advantage of the usual 1 million skill points new players can get when they set up their account with a recruiter. Rule 3. Player market is off limits. I cannot buy or sell anything on the player-driven market. If I need a ship or module, I have to build it, loot it, or otherwise earn it. I can interact with the NPC market for basic stuff like skill books, blueprints, and some trade items, as long as the order is from an NPC. Rule 4. No joining player corporations. Mike is on his own until the air career program is complete. Rule 5. Omega status is allowed. However, no other premium rewards, packs, or external handouts are permitted. If I didn't earn it in-game, I don't get to use it. Rule 6. No pod express. I'm not allowed to self-destruct to move across the map. Every journey must be flown the hard way. And most importantly, complete all 4 air career paths with 750 points each. That's the goal. Hit it and Lynn Rankin walks free. Don't hit it and she stays frozen forever.
No pressure.
So here we are, Uitra, or is it Itra? Somebody tell me if I've been pronouncing it wrong for 14 years. Seriously. Fittingly, Uitra is where I first started playing Eve almost 14 years ago. It's poetic that this is where the fate of my main once again hangs in the balance. The first order of business, the starter career agents. These are essential. They offer free ships, basic modules, and a solid foundation for each career path. They're also a great way to knock out early objectives across all 4 career paths. I set up my initial skill queue with a rough plan in mind. Since Eve is a time-based progression game, the order isn't super critical early on for level 1 to level 3 skills. I'm avoiding the Magic 14 skill plan because it's considered community guidance and I'm not accepting player help, even indirectly. We're kicking things off with the Enforcer path. It's combat-focused, straightforward, and gives us a chance to stock up on loot. I'm looting everything I can, and once I earn a salvager module from a mission reward, I start using it immediately to scoop up extra material for future production. Let's get into it. Cue the music. Mission complete. And we get a shiny new Merlin. With the first Enforcer mission behind us, we've already scored our first big win, a Merlin frigate. This little ship is going to be our workhorse for a while. All right, our first major unlock. No loot, that's okay. Time to dock. Alright, so we got some decent loot. Decent for us, starting out. After knocking out the rest of the Enforcer missions, I outfit the Merlin using only gear from mission rewards. Remember, no interaction with the player market. That completes our first major milestone, Enforcer Career Agent missions done. Off screen, I also began the Explorer path while chasing an Air daily goal. The Explorer missions are shorter than the others, and I finished them fairly quickly. That's 2 paths cleared already, Enforcer and Explorer. The Industrialist path is split into 2, Producer and Entrepreneur. I start with Producer, since it provides access to a venture mining frigate and helps us gather some raw materials through the missions. Alright, so we've collected all the ore that we... Where did we get this? Was I supposed to use that for the exploration? Since we have some downtime, what we're going to do is we're going to start on Project Discovery. At this point, I also dive into Project Discovery. It's a brilliant low-risk way for me to earn ISK and also takes off several Explorer goals in the Air program. Alright, we made it to Olo. Complete this mission. Now time to go back to Uicha. While running producer missions, I take a few detours to mine Veldspar and Scordite for minerals, which feed into future production goals. I also venture into a nearby 0.6 system to mine Pyrocheres. Now this feels good to find. We might not be able to have the time for it. We'll see. Okay. I hang on as long as I can. Once I'm down to about half shields, I'll get out of here. Time to get out of here. So we've got quite a bit of pyroxes. That's going to take care of us for a little bit. And there we go. Can I send an Eve mail to myself? Does that count? Yeah, it does. All right. 49,000 units of Veldspar collected. So, this is ready. We can go ahead and complete that mission. A little bit of a detour. A lot of bit of a detour, but that's okay. We should be getting a hauler from one of these missions here soon. Ooh, Kernite. I need to come back to this site. I need to mine as much of this as possible. And during a mission, I come across a pocket of Kernite, an isogen-rich ore. This is a huge win. Normally, you'd need to risk 0.5 or low sec to get isogen. This lets me avoid that entirely, at least at this stage. It's just enough to check off a goal and get a decent starting stash. Oh, that would be wonderful not to go to low sec just yet. All right, there we go. We've gotten all the Kernite we can from this site, and now we can deploy light drones. Ooh, I got a medium shield extender from somewhere. Of course, the challenge keeps me on my toes. While doing an industrialist mission, I'm asked to provide a Bantam. I nearly waste my hard-earned isogen building one. All right. Use blueprint. Do I have enough material? No, I need Mexilon and Isogen. It expects me to buy it, but I'm not going to give it the pleasure of doing that. Okay, let's go ahead and reprocess this. Is that enough Mexilon? Yes. We just need to build one, right? Only to realize the mission just wants a Bantam, not a freshly built one. I got one from an earlier mission. Oh, actually, we don't even need to build it because we got one for free. Crisis averted, Isogen saved. With the producer missions wrapped up, that's another major milestone. And not just that, we've now earned 750 out of the 3,000 total Air Career Program points, unlocking a huge reward, 100,000 skill points to allocate. On top of that, I've gathered a stack of free Air Expert systems, which I will be using. I earned them. They're fair game. Next, I tackle the entrepreneur missions. These go by pretty quickly. Once those are done, it's time for the final path, Soldier of Fortune. This one's a bit more dramatic. It's designed to simulate the brutal nature of PvP, loss, and high-risk gameplay. And it more or less feels like a higher stakes PvE, so whether or not it does a good job is debatable, but it does include 2 required ship losses. 1 Griffin gets thrown at a space station in a kamikaze mission, and we've lost our second ship, yay! And a Merlin is sacrificed in a survive as long as possible scenario. Luckily, the ships are provided by the mission, so I'm not losing anything I've earned. Still, it stings to walk away empty-handed from those missions in the way of ships. Alright, follow the instructions from the Concord Fleet Commander and bring the hostage situation to an end. Oh, is this the prison?
Now let's go to prison!
After those, a quick prison break, some pirate cleanup, and boom, Soldier of Fortune complete. And roughly 8 hours later, with some side questing, we are done with the Air Career Agents. Let's take stock of what we've accomplished. Starter Enforcer Agents, done. Starter Explorer Agents, done. Starter Producer Agents, done. Starter Entrepreneur Agents, done. And Starter Soldier of Fortune Agents, done. We've completed all of the career agent arcs and hit a massive gear milestone. Our current stockpile includes 2 Merlins, 2 Ventures, 1 Heron, 1 Cormorant, 2 Badgers, and a decent pile of salvage, minerals, modules, and air rewards. So what's next? We've got gear, we've got skills in the queue, and we've got some momentum. But what we don't have yet is a home. In the next episode, I'll be scouting for a base of operations. Somewhere useful, somewhere Mike can grow from rookie to savior. Mainless Mike's journey has only just begun. Lynn Rankin's fate is still undecided. I've got a long way to go.
Freak show, turn it to a freak show.